Welcome back to Metrostars TV. My name's Michael Peroni, and I've finally got Isaac Carmody with me here tonight. Isaac, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Well, that's good to hear. Sorry to drag you away from training, mate. Just thought we'd get a quick 5 minutes. Been wanting to speak with you over the last 3 or 4 weeks, particularly after a couple of performances which were pretty outstanding. Before we do that, we always like to introduce players and hear about where they've been, how they've ended up here at the club. And you have been here for a while now. I think this is eighth season, yeah, which is fantastic. Just tell us a little bit about the journey and how you've ended up here.
Well, you actually signed me here about 8 years ago. And previous to that, in terms of senior football, I'd been in a couple of different clubs when I was younger. I was at Pirates, White City, Western Strikers, and a couple of others during my juniors as well. I started at West Adelaide when I was, I think, under 10s, and then went through Adelaide City and Raiders before going to Pirates.
So a bit of a journey.
So I've been, kind of all over when I was younger. But yeah.
So a bit of a journeyman, I was about to say, sorry, but obviously wrapped that you've been here and now sort of really embedded in the club and the culture. We'll just talk a little bit about the culture here, because a lot of players that come stay for long periods of time. You've obviously in that category now. Is there anything special that stands out?
It's a fantastic club. Just the people who make this club what it is, the volunteers, the people who run the club. It's just a really special place. I mean, there's not too many places that you have all these ex-players at pretty much every single game, and ex-presidents. There's always someone you can pick out that's been around the club and come back and coming out to support everyone. So it's just a great environment to be in.
Yeah, I'd agree with that 100%. I mean, it was great being here on Friday night and seeing so many of those people here. We'll just go back to, firstly, the cup final, which... I was just speaking to James Temelkovsky and sort of said to him that, there's a few hairy moments in that first probably 15 or 20 minutes, and without embarrassing you really kept the team in the game. I thought it was a really outstanding performance, apart from the one sort of pass you did out and then you recovered. But
keep myself warm.
Yeah, all jokes aside, you were outstanding in that game, and I think the boys probably owe you a couple. But what were your thoughts on that particular game? And I was a month or so ago.
Look, it was just one of those games where it just kind of everything went right for me, and I've managed to be in the right spots at the right time, and I think we put together a really good performance and managed to soak up that pressure because they did come out really strong, really early, and we got ourselves into the game, and the rest is history. Yeah,
I think you're being a little bit humble. There was one particular save you flicked onto the crossbar, which was pretty outstanding. But you then followed that up against Adelaide City where we won pretty comprehensively in the end. But again, it's, I guess, being a goalkeeper. One of the conversations over Daniel Godley a lot is one of the skill sets of the goalkeeper is you might not touch the ball for a long period of time, and then having to be able to react very, very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Adelaide City game is a perfect example of that. I think I didn't have too much to do really throughout the game, and then right at the end had to make a good save, and I'll claim the assist for that. We ended up from the corner going up and scoring, so that's what I meant to happen.
Goalkeepers union as usual. So, Thursday night, Friday night here, it was a really special occasion. Obviously, we'd earned the right to play that game, by making the final, and look, we obviously, ended up blowing them away. But just a bit about the whole occasion from you and what it means to you guys as players to play in a game like that, which is, it gets broadcast. There was a lot of people here, a lot of ex presidents and players, like you said. How does that make you guys feel, and what sort of drives you on from that point?
Yeah, it's a pretty special occasion to be a part of. It's the third time that I've been at this club that we've been in the FA Cup. The second one that I've actually been able to play in myself, and it's a pretty amazing game to be able to play in, and competition to be a part of, and it's great to have all the support that we had out. The boys really, it gets everyone up and about. Everyone's buzzing.
Were you surprised that someone at 39 years of age could get that high off the ground? I'm talking about Fabian Barbiero here, obviously.
Seeing him at training all year this year, he's been up and about, so absolutely not. But it's fantastic to see. I had the best seat in the house. It was good.
Well, you've played together now the whole time you've been here. So, I mean, you've been able to see Fabian sort of really at close quarters. And is it surprising for you? I mean, you see him every week, 3 or 4 times a week. Is it surprising to see someone at that age performing at such a high level continuously?
Not when it's Fabian. He's got one of the biggest drives and the passion for football that I've ever seen in anyone I've played with before. So when it comes to him, not at all.
You're forming a list of really good goalkeepers we've had here. Obviously, Daniel, was here for such a long period of time, and it wasn't easy for you when you came here because you were battling someone else, and it was sort of a couple of weeks on, couple of weeks off. But you've managed to really make the position your own. Having said that, you got Vici here now as well, and I interviewed him at the start of the year, and I made the point that having 2 really strong, experienced goalkeepers can be really important for a squad and their success, and it looks like that's ringing true. How have you felt about all that?
Absolutely. No, Vici's been fantastic in this year. Great support, really push each other at training and get the best out of each other, and he's great to have around the change rooms as well. It's
good to have that extra experience around, I guess, and he's certainly been a welcome addition to the club. Rest of the season now, we roll into the final game of the season this week. I'm not going to ask you what the aim of the season is going to be from here. It's obviously you're going to want to win, but did you think at the start of the season you guys would be in a position where you potentially can win the treble?
I hadn't really thought too far ahead, but it's always something you aim for and you want to win that everything you can at the start of the season. But yeah, I definitely didn't think we'd be in as strong a position as what we are now.
Well, it's all before you now, and look, we're just really rapt to have had you here for the 8 years. Hopefully, you're not going anywhere anytime soon, and you've become a real character at the club as well. So, mate, thanks very much for the service you've given so far, and we look forward to another 5, 6, 7 years. Oh, how old are you now?
28.
Oh, geez, you got another 10 years. So another 10 years. Thanks very much, Isaac.
No, thank you.